This is Harry Hall, and you're listening to the Chasing Daylight podcast.
Well, we're trying, but apparently YouTube does not want to participate this evening. So, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on. It's normally works fine, but for some reason today it doesn't want to work. So, I guess everybody's gonna have to wait until Wednesday to see this. So, kind of mad. I'm a little distraught right now, but well, that's what it is. What it is. Hey fellas, how you guys doing?
Yo.
Good, you?
Dan's got a fancy new camera that nobody can see right now.
Glazed donut.
I'm just all messed up right now because of this. So, hey, so we had a really good week of golf. The Shriners was in town. I was out there quite a bit and had to take it off on Sunday because I just couldn't handle it. It was too much after being out there Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, golfing on Saturday. Come Sunday, I was like, no, I'm done. But a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz. Lexi Thompson was out there. And I mean, the crowds, I'd never seen anybody garner that much attention on the first tee at the Shriners on a Thursday. I don't think ever. So it was nice to see. Got a little blowback from the video that I posted on YouTube with some, people that just aren't fans of women playing in PGA events, which, hey, you're not going to make everybody happy. I get that. But what was your guys' thoughts on what took place? What's wrong with Joe?
Yeah, I think she played really well, better than I think some people expected. But I unfortunately didn't get out there. I wish I would have, but I watched a ton of it, and it was awesome. She played really well. She was impressed. They kept showing her like signing for the kids and talking to the kids, which I think that's what it was about.
Yeah, after watching the morning, because I followed Harry around for the majority of his round, and it was cold and it was windy. And I mean, it's not Minnesota cold, but it was cold. And I mean, all of the players were wearing, jackets and hoodies and just trying to find some sunlight to warm them up a little bit. And how firm and hard the greens were. I was like, I sent a text to you guys. I'm like, I'll be shocked if she shoots, in the 70s, because it is just tough right now. And then the conditions got a little bit better, and she went out and had a really good round of golf, and it surprised me. I think it surprised a lot of people. Not to take anything away from her golf skills, but I mean, it's a long course for the ladies to play, and I think she handled it really well.
Yeah, I agree. The few shots we've seen her, she smoked those. And that was actually pretty cool to see. She has no issues keeping up with the guys. I mean, she might not be driver for driver with him, but she wasn't no 40, 50, 60 yards behind him, really. And, you can say what you want about, women playing in men's sports and all the stuff. People are going to get bent out of shape. But I see this thing as a positive thing. There was a lot of kids there, a lot of girls there. And, they were screaming her name in the fairway. She by far had the biggest crowd. So, with results like that, you can't say really anything.
No, I got to chat with Patrick Lindsay, who is the director who we had on the show as the Thursday was starting. And I told him, I said, man, this is great. I said, you guys are doing a good thing. There's a lot of buzz. He was we lost Joe now. Good Lord. he was, when we interviewed him, he didn't disclose the information about Lexi. And at the media day that Joe and I went to, he didn't disclose anything about Lexi. So he had been sitting on it. And after they announced it, I was like, man, this is crazy. It's gonna turn some heads. And so when I saw him, I'm like, good job on this, man. And he said, in short, what he told me was the PGA Tour changed the rules. They changed how players get points. They changed with the signature events. They did a lot of things that made our attendance go down and the cost go up. And he goes, so we had to do something. And, bringing in a player like Lexi was going to get eyes on the tournament. And, not to take anything away, said that twice now, from, Braden Summon Squat, who did not make the field because Lexi, the person that would have been there instead of her would not have got as much attention had it been a player, that was in position to earn a spot in it. This was a sponsor's exemption. This didn't take a spot away from a player grinding, trying to get there. Those guys have all the opportunities in the world to get into this event. And, some of our new friends over at a podcast called Inside the Leather, I thought it was great. They said, play better, and that's something that we've been preaching for a long time. These guys have plenty of opportunities as professional golfers to play better and get in this tournament. And, the sponsors are given exemptions for things like this to help them get eyes on. And I thought it was a great move. It was a bold move.
It was great. Yeah.
It definitely got some attention. And like Dan was saying, I never seen that many kids, let alone young girls, out walking around at Shriners. She was walking up the ninth fairway, her last hole on Friday, and some kid yelled, "Lexi, you're awesome," or something like that. And she turned and looked and waved. She mentioned that in the press conference, how much that meant to her. And I told Patrick, because I saw him as I was leaving, I said, not only did you guys get a lot of eyes on the tournament, which is great, and Shriners got a lot more money because of the attendance. I go, but you have developed a relationship with Lexi Thompson now for years, because she's going to remember these kids. She probably, I'm going to guess that she probably did not know as much about Shriners Children's Hospital as she does now. And I'm sure it moved her. So kudos for that.
I mean, I think it's very comparable to like Ricky Fowler coming out to a tournament, right? Like it's pretty similar, but on like the women LPGA like situation. Like when Ricky's out there, like there's a lot of kids come out rocking orange, and it was kind of like Lexi brought a lot of the younger girls that you would not typically see out there. And I think it was great. I think it was a great call by Shriners. I mean, I know they probably ate some shit from some podcasts and other people, but if she would have made the cut, it would have been insane. I mean, she only missed, if she would have made those two putts, she would have been in, and I think it would have been even better for the weekend. But I think it was a great call. I don't think they missed a beat on that. Like you said, like FedEx Cup Fall is different. It's a different animal. We're not getting players. Like we didn't get Cantlay, who's usually there every year. We didn't get Finau, who's usually there every year. Ricky, who's played in it. And, in Vegas, it's hard for people to come out and support sports tournaments or sports events. We got lucky with the Golden Knights being born and bred out here. And they didn't have that first year that they had. They might not have the fan base that they do now. But to have big names come out to Shriners, whether it be LPGA or PGA, it's a huge help for them to put, butts in the seats. And they did a great job with some of the new grandstands and the new lounge areas that were free that you could overlook greens. I think it was a much better tournament than it was in the past, and it's only going to get better, of course. But I think they did a great job, and I think the Lexi sponsors exemption could have only been improved if Daniel Hodges got it, but that's probably very far off from getting accepted or pushed to him, other than Lexi. So I think it was great.
Hey, you got a year
You
to
had
impress him,
0
Dan.
crowds there.
Yeah, you would have had like
And maybe
a
had
couple
like
guys dressed in like Raiders helmets and
Backwards Raider
one
hats with
one guy, one flight attendant
Yeah.
from Southwest.
Yeah, my dad might not have even came to that.
Hey, sorry,
Yeah,
son.
it's a little too
Nah.
far from the house.
I mean, I would have been there every day, so there might have been like 8 people there every day extra, but Lexi definitely brought more in than Daniel Hodges. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Tom Kim repeats. Youngest player to repeat since Tiger Woods. 21 years old, 2-time champion of the Shriners. His 3rd tournament win. Love the fact that he came to this. He didn't need to. Another person, Dan, you're going to be disappointed with this because I found out, I didn't know this. If you are in the top 50 at the end of the year, if you play in a FedEx fall event, you do not accumulate any FedEx Cup points. So Eric Cole was in the top 50, and so you got 0 points for that stellar performance from him.
Call bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So I got to look at how it all broke down. If it just he's like eliminated from the points spot. So if he finished 2nd, and then so the guy that's 3rd now gets 2nd place points, or does he just get the 3rd place points? And those points are abandoned. We'll have to look at that and see. But it's interesting.
Yeah, I also heard he shot a bogey-free 62 on Sunday.
But didn't Koepka do that as
Could
well?
have been. It was a good Sunday for bogey-free 62s for sure.
Yeah.
Not on Saturday, but on Sunday.
well, Eric
Definitely not
Cole's
Saturday.
made every cut in his past 17 events. I saw something like that.
He's on a tear
roll.
right
He's on a
now.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing well. Harry had an excellent tournament. I think Thursday morning is what hurt him, because Thursday afternoon he went off and shot that 29 on the back. Saturday played okay. Didn't really make any steps up the leaderboard. And then Sunday finished with a great bogey-free round. I think it was 65 or 66 he shot. It was great seeing him out there. He's another one that's great with the crowd and the fans. And we were all cheering him on as he came off 9 or 18 and 9 and went to 10. And Dan told him to go shoot a 27. He almost did. Came close.
Yeah.
He had some birdie putts come up close. It was really close to being, which would have been a stellar round for him. But overall, another great tournament at Shriners. He is in Japan now, going to be at Zozo. And looking forward to seeing how that works out. What other takes you guys got? Jeremy, I know you didn't get out there at all, but Dan, Joe, what other takes from the tournament that you got that people might be interested about?
Well, like Joe had mentioned earlier, the new grandstands around certain tee boxes and the 360 lounge or 360.
Yeah,
the spot
Club 360.
Club 360. The spot now with like their little cabanas set up, like it's gotten like legit. Like it's super nice, and if you have a fun weekend to kill, and next year I can only see it get bigger and better. So it's I think I'm looking forward to what it's going to look like in the future, because it was pretty sick. But the little amenities, the little Deep Eddy vodka van on the side, like those little touches are cool, and they make it fun to go to a golf tournament other than watching guys play golf.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
They had a coffee van as soon as you walked in. It had some pretty good Java too.
PTs even was there. Shout out PTs.
Yeah, they had a PT Express Lounge.
But no, it's they're doing good.
Joe,
things.
what do you got?
Yeah, I think it's definitely improved over last year. I think there's a lot that they did this year that was better than last year. Wrapping around 17 with those cabana areas. I could use some like IPAs at the drink stands instead of Pacifico and Modelo. I think
and Corona
yeah,
Extra.
I think some sort of like live action, which we talked about when we were sitting on 7 green or 8 green, like some sort of like live teppanyaki or like Mexican food burrito station, other than like refrigerated buffalo chicken wraps. Which Matt said was really good, but you know, I'm not like
it was
I'm
really
not down.
good.
I'm not one that's really down for refrigerated like buffalo chicken wraps unless it's Sando.
It was
But
good.
I think the new entrance is great. I do. I mean, even though I had to walk a little further from my typical parking spot, but I think it makes a lot of sense. But like I said, I think they've improved over last year for sure. I think there needs to be a little bit more like live action, more don't take it too Vegas, but make it a little more Vegas in spots, whether that be live griddle burrito stations or
Dude, I would love to see them just take a giant Cirque du Soleil tent and cover that area behind 8, behind 1, behind 2. Just that whole area.
I think 8 is a great spot to like add some like a food truck or something, you know, add something like that to it.
And just make that a hub. Make that a hub out on the course where you got.
You also don't want it to be too loud there, but you know, I get it.
No,
but it's a great spot for like a hub because there's a lot of unused grass area and land that's not being utilized. But I mean, I even think like food trucks would be great out there. Just something to liven up the food a little bit, make it more of an experience. To where you can get different types of cuisine or different types of experience. Because when I was there, I was kind of hungry because I didn't eat lunch that day, and personally, I was like, I don't want a refrigerated buffalo chicken wrap with blue cheese. You know,
it didn't have blue cheese.
I don't like blue cheese, so
it didn't have blue cheese.
It said on the menu blue cheese. So if it's pre-made.
And there wasn't any in there.
But if it's pre-made, you can't take away the blue cheese. That's what I'm saying. Like customize the orders. And I'm sure that like a food truck or a catering service would gladly set up shop there and you wouldn't have to pay them. You just take a cut of their sales. And I don't know. But beyond that, this year was better than last year. And I could only see them improving. What I want to say to people that might not want to go because there's not the big names there, these golfers are fucking good. They're better than you will ever be. And it's a lot of hidden gems and a lot of underground players that you might not know, but they are the future of the PGA Tour. And might as well go see them now before you can't.
Amen. I wish I would have gone, but yeah, that's my favorite thing about going to those is like, just watching the way that they approach shots, and you can see them sitting there thinking with their caddy, and I think that's fascinating. I think that's something you only see there.
Yeah, and at Shriners, like it's not Riviera, it's not Masters, it's a place where you can actually get pretty damn close to them, and you can hear them talking because there's not too many spectators, and it's a good spot to go if you are a lover of golf and you watch golf every weekend. You should go there because these guys, like I said, are the future, and you can get up close, not like every tournament that you're going to go see.
Yeah. I wanted to hit on some of these trolls on YouTube. So this first comment is, gotta love the old ladies. We're so proud of you. Girl power. She's there because of a sponsor's exemption. This was a gift, not earned. She took away a spot from a male PGA member for the appearance of equality. By the way, that drive was 50 yards behind her playing partner. So much for equality. Which I said that was a poor take. It wasn't 50 yards where the ball was in the bunker. It's 303 from where she hit the tee shot. But let's say you're right. Let's say you're right. And she's 50 yards back from the bunker. She put it to 9 feet, which is closer than any other player from the bunker, by the way. The tournaments have the rights to pick who they want with all the changes to the PGA Tours made. The tournaments that aren't hosting the elevated events that now are in the FedEx owe it to the sponsors, put up the money to get the most butts in the stands. And so I won't go on.
Well, do you
think
any other tournament this fall is going to do the same thing? Like, do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they probably saw it was successful, right? For the most part, like
they probably went. I'm sure.
Why didn't I think of that?
Sanderson Farms is like, God damn it! Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah,
you know. Somebody said she missed the cut. Point proven. LOL. There's a LPGA for a reason. You don't see. I'm guessing this was supposed to say males going over there and playing on a sponsor's exemption because they would win every single time.
There's also dudes that missed the cut too. So
yeah. She took a spot away from someone who's probably been working their ass off to play in a pro event.
Which I do get that, right? Braden Summon Squat has been out there grinding. Like, I get that, but
play better.
You know, I mean.
Oh, wow.
Joe's struggling. Hey.
This is going to be a fun edit. Now you're muted. Yeah, we can't hear you. Your mic and cam says it's already in use. This is so good. I'm so glad we're not live on YouTube.
Hey, we have Jenner in the chat, and we agree 100%. Lexi had one of the largest followings. It paid off, definitely.
Oh, I forgot we have a chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely, crowds were, she had them. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, she absolutely had the largest following. I mean, not even close. Not even close. And you had Oberg and Hoegengarden, two guys from the Ryder Cup just a couple weeks ago, and nobody was following those people. Nobody.
Yeah.
It just Joe's back on the baby monitor Wi-Fi.
He's frozen.
Welcome to the shit show. Sure. Right away. They'll let us. Hey, the issue is you, not us. She had one of the largest crowds following her. Also, look out for Eric Cole. Guy is going to be legit. Your point about guys who will be their next wave of tour studs. He's one of my picks. Yeah,
definitely.
Solid. Definitely.
The only beef I have with Eric Cole is he's wearing the old man FootJoys, which is definitely different to see, but that's all good. Starting a trend.
Like the old school classics?
Dude, that.
No, like the Nike Monarch style FootJoys.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Take comfort.
That's funny. Well done, lad. They're off to a great start.
Yep.
Yeah, hey. Right here. 5-1. 5-1. And they got their very first ever top 25 coaches vote points.
Wow.
4 coaches gave UNLV points.
Wow.
Silly in my opinion, because we haven't played anybody really. So this next game will be important. So, and like I said, I'm riding the red wave until it comes to an end.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I don't know if Bed's gonna get in trouble for me speaking about this or not, but I'll have to beep that out so nobody knows who I'm talking about. So we got some insider information about LIV is coming to Vegas, and yeah. So this article actually came out back in September, which, I mean, I don't know how the hell we missed this. I mean, we've had 4 episodes since this has come out. But it says here in the article, this is on SI. For reasons likely due to securing venues, LIV Golf has yet to announce its 2024 league schedule that will have 14 events, but some details have emerged. It says a preliminary schedule shows for 2024, no Trump venues, and the season-ending championship is listed as South Florida. Shelby. And then let's see, where was it at? In fact, other than what is likely to be the season opening event at Mayacoba in Mexico, the Greenbrier, West Virginia, and Valderrama in Spain, there are no venues confirmed at this point. LIV will follow the season opening event in Mexico, which is tentatively slated for February 2nd and 4th, with a tournament the following week, which is Super Bowl weekend, in Las Vegas.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yes. So the rumor is that Summit said no, So High said no, Shadow said no, but Las Vegas Country Club said, "Show me the money." Yeah. So
wow.
Until we can, I mean, that's all speculation and all hearsay, and nobody that actually knows anything legitimate has told us, yes, this is happening. But through the pipeline of our connections, we have heard that, LIV.
Man, they would eat that place alive.
Oh, God, yes.
They would eat LVCC.
Well, you know what I think would happen? I think you would see those fairways a lot tighter, like a lot tighter than what they are when we've played it. And that rough is going to be 3 inches thick, because that's the only thing that's going to stop those guys, and 14 stamped greens.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they would eat that place alive. Because how long is LVCC in the back? It can't even be that long.
It's probably
Like
69,
71,
69 to 71 from the tips.
Yeah.
And, you know, they can
Yeah, that
probably
ain't
add a
shit
box
for them.
here and add a box there, and here a box, there a box, everywhere a box.
I mean, it is the quintessential Las Vegas golf course. Like, that is where you would want to see them play, or Las Vegas National.
Oh, you know, the DJ on the patio overlooking the, I mean,
7,200 yards.
Yeah,
okay.
Them warming up into nets.
Yeah, that was one of the drawbacks.
Yeah.
And we heard that they may be shuttling people to National.
Weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Bryson DeChambeau is going to miss the LIV event in Vegas because he was carjacked on Sahara.
He put one through a windshield on
DI in Maryland Parkway. Carjacked. The suspect is held up in the green burrito at Carl's Jr.
I mean, I would love to see them come out here. Like, it'd be a great opportunity to see some of those players play.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said,
only have the Shriners.
Everybody knows my opinion. I am not a huge fan of the product, but that doesn't mean I don't like the golfers. Actually, let me rephrase that. Some of the golfers I can't stand, but I love their golf skills. So I will go, you know, I would watch. Nah, we won't go there.
I think Matt just said he would go to a LIV event without saying it.
Oh yeah, I would go. I've said I would go.
I would go too. I would join.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's only 3 days.
It's only 3 days.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hey, speaking of Shriners, I meant to say this earlier when we were talking about it. I went on Tuesday and went and picked up our media passes and was walking around. That is a really cool day to go because all the reps are there. On the putting green, you've got every putter manufacturer, like Lab Golf was there. Scotty Cameron was there. Garson wasn't there. I was kind of bummed because I was really wanted to chat with him. But Swag was out there. Lab Golf was there. I mean, there was so many just, and guys just walk up, grab a putter and go putt with it, go put it back, and then strike up a conversation. And the range is fun to watch because guys working on it. And then the practice rounds take place. So it's a good time if you can get out there to see the guys in a little different atmosphere than what you're used to. Okay, Joe. Just cause me more drama with my editing. That's all. That's all I need.
Dude, the course looked amazing. Like, I don't know how it looked in person, but it looked incredible on TV.
It looked great.
Did you guys see the SNGA's doing a junior day there on the 14th or something?
Yep. Cliff posted it in Discord, and him and Robbie are playing, and definitely going to think about going and doing that.
Yeah.
Say that. What is this?
It's
November 14th.
Monday.
Yeah, it's like a junior golf benefit event thingy through SNGA where you can get
to play.
Yeah, Summerlin.
Get to play Summerlin.
The price wasn't bad really for what you're getting. It's
better than the guest rate we get.
Yeah.
So that, and then, hey, if anybody wants to play Southern Highlands for a very small fee, please join our raffle. Because we didn't sell any raffle tickets this last week, which I'm shocked. And I think nobody, let me rephrase that. Everybody that's in the raffle is not talking about the raffle.
Absolutely.
Because they want to win. So we need the people that are not in the raffle, that aren't going to get in the raffle, to talk about the raffle. Hey, look, it's Joe, and he's not 8-Bit Joe.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Nope, back to 8-Bit Joe. That didn't last long.
Terrible.
So, LIV Vegas 2024, February, Super Bowl weekend. Is this too much shit going on in Vegas?
Dude, there's a lot going on.
Oh my Lord.
That's a crazy 6 months, like having all of that in one city. Valley High they can't play Valley High. It's going to be a parking lot for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Vegas can handle it. If any place can do it, it's going to be this place.
Yeah, it's true.
There's over 1 million hotel
rooms. I mean,
rooms.
we've got the infrastructure to handle it.
We definitely don't.
Sure.
We definitely don't have the infrastructure to handle all that stuff. But it's.
No, I'm talking about like hotel rooms and
I thought you were talking about like traffic.
Yeah, we don't.
Like hell no.
Oh no, that's a shit show right now.
But no, yeah.
Yeah, don't come to Vegas right now.
Plenty of places for you to stay. Just not
like
many places for you to drive and park.
Check out the new Durango hotel and casino.
Yeah, opening next month in November.
Yeah, just in time.
And you can walk to the stadium.
It's probably a safer walk than from LVCC to National.
Hey, just act like you're supposed to be there. You'll be all right.
Yeah. So let's see. What do we? Anything else we got going on? Well, Joe, you weren't at Boulder City. You couldn't make it. Not. Oh, happy belated anniversary to you and Katie.
Thank you.
Notched his fifth.
I was throwing up hitting green stickers all over downtown. Like I put like 20 in my pocket. I need to get the video from Katie. I was like, hey, film me on this one.
Nice.
Was that an ashtray that you bought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, downtown Las Vegas has changed so much since we used to live down there back. I mean, we lived down there. We bought our house in 2018. So we lived there in like from 2015 to 2018, maybe even 14 to 18. But man, like the bars have changed. It's crazy. It's so different, man. It really is crazy. But there's like a little bodega, and we went in there because we were like, oh, this used to be a grocery store, and it's a fucking smoke shop now that sells liquor, and it's a pawn shop as well. And I saw the MGM Grand like ashtray, and I was like, how much is this? They're like $4. I was like, easy, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
He said it was the best $4 he's ever spent.
You can't. They don't make that shit no more, man.
No, not at all.
They really don't. They don't. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good weekend. I wish I played golf, but it was a good weekend.
Yeah. So Boulder City, we had our damn championship at the Vegas Golf Network. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's segue into Matty G, because he told me he had some gripes about it.
What's up, everybody? It's Mac on Talk, back again with the Chasing Daylight podcast. Hope everybody had a great weekend. For those that played at Boulder City, hope the round went good for you. Hopefully it went better than I did. I played like horse shit, but that's besides the point. Let's talk about the forecast. We're looking at some beautiful weather on Saturday. I know it's a little hot. We'll be right around 88 degrees to kick off the weekend. Light wind expected, maybe a slight breeze during the afternoon, anywhere from 10 to 15. And then by Sunday, temperatures start to fall a bit, around 85, but we're also going to be working back some stronger wind. And really next week, we start to turn the corner. I think we're going to start to see some colder temperatures, 70s and 60s for highs, and also a chance for showers. Of course, we'll have a better update next weekend.
All I heard was hoodie weather. Hoodie weather.
Right?
Hoodies.
Woo-hoo. I think his gripe was more with his play, not the tournament. So,
yeah.
Yeah, the Boulder City Muni kind of it left me in a state of mass hysteria and confusion. I had 40 putts. That's like, that's embarrassing. That's like sitting down and, I'm a drug addict. My name's Matt, and I'm a drug addict. And somebody said, have you ever had 40 putts in a round? Yes, I have. Just actually Saturday, I had 40 putts in a round of golf.
All I'm thinking about is yellow speed at this point. We won't talk about that though, but
it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. And had my putting not been that bad, I didn't even realize how bad my putting was until afterwards, because I knew I wasn't having a good day on the greens because nothing was going in. I mean,
were the greens good though?
Yeah, they're okay. They were okay. They were a little slow, but they were healthy and in good shape.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with them whatsoever, except for the fact that when I hit my ball, it didn't go anywhere where I thought it was going to go. And my speed was off. My aim was off. Everything was off. And soon the Chasing Daylight podcast putter will be off like this one, because I'm retiring it. That's never going back in my bag again.
Yeah. Someone mark this day.
Yeah. This is how I don't allow putters back in the bag. I yank them off, so there's no choice for them to go. Yeah, I've never felt so uncomfortable putting in my life, and I just don't get it. But anyways, that's beside the point. I played like shit from tee to green. I think I had 2 pars. It was horrible. A horrible, horrible day for me, and Dan got to witness it, and I felt terrible for putting him through that. And Dan Higdon is the first time I got to play with him, and he was probably like, holy crap, Matt is terrible.
This is the guy that runs our fucking league.
I know. It's like I'm not doing a good job at selling the future of the Vegas Golf Network when I can't make my way around a 126 rated Muni course.
Can we talk about this? Did you enjoy yourself though?
Oh, I had a blast.
Okay.
I mean, Dan, was I in bad spirits or bad mood? No, it was just not my day whatsoever. Nothing went right.
Hey, speaking of, go listen to Matt's episode of Golf at the Park with Jed. He talks about him snapping his club out of Rio Seco. So
Yes.
for those that listen to the podcast, you know that one. And yeah,
Hey,
go listen to it. It's
I
good.
thought my answer was fantastic.
Yeah, I think you lied a little bit, but
No,
yeah,
I had no
think
regrets at all about that. Not a bit.
I think you just lied a little bit. I don't think you had regrets. I just think you lied a little bit
About what?
about like not being upset about it.
Oh,
Not. And that's the first time you've ever done that?
yeah.
I don't think so.
I've never snapped a club before.
You've thrown clubs?
I mean, like on the ground in front of me, or
Yeah.
slammed a
I
head
don't
into
know.
the mud. You know,
Go
but
listen to it, and then we'll take a survey, because I just feel like there was like there was something under that we didn't get to discover.
Nah.
But go listen to Golf at the Park. It was a good episode with Matt. He did a really good job, and it's a enjoyable episode.
It's hilarious. Jed and I have, because he's been in this valley for a long time, and we have some mutual friends that go back to my almost elementary school days. That it was hilarious chatting and having conversations with him about music, because he's a big music guy, and some of the old Vegas music scenes back from my era, in the early 90s. Yeah, it was fun, and I can't wait to watch more of those episodes, and the King of the Greens coming up out at Angel Park.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the video on the pairings today?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
How funny was that my name came up first?
Fitting.
Of course it did.
Oh, I did not see that.
I just thought it was rigged.
Rigged.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to rig it, but believe me, I would have put myself last so I could have made sure everybody got off on time and in schedule. Because now it's like I'm going out there blind. Hopefully all the crap that goes on behind me is good. No, I sent an email out today to everybody, or posted on Discord, let them know, hey, if you're not in the event and you want to help out, please come down and hang out, because it's going to be a good time. I got to take on Julian in the first round.
Hey.
Yeah. Joe, do you see who you get to match up with? You play Matt Boyd. And Dan, you play Caleb, who is one of the owners of the Golf Stop.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's going to be a fun
Caleb,
time.
I apologize now. I'll probably be pretty intoxicated.
So, hey, you told me that you were thinking about you're going to do it right hand only. So my question, I was messing around with putters in the backyard today, of course, because, I need to find a new putter, or I need to bring an old putter back in the bag. When you putt right hand only, do you hold it in a position like where it would be if you were putting left hand low, or do you put it in a more dominant position, more in the center of the grip?
Oh,
I know I am. I'm going to call you over here.
I think it's just where I normally put my hand for left hand low grip, so it's going to be at the top of the grip. Yeah,
it'll be at the top. Okay, because I was doing it today, and I was like, I wonder if Dan grips it down further to do his right hand only.
I keep it so I can feel the head weight a little bit more. Keep the hand towards the handle, end of the grip.
Are you more of a stiff hands and arms, or do you have some wrist in your putting stroke?
I think I get a little wristy as my stroke gets longer, but for the most part, I just try to lock my hands in place and then do a little shoulder rock.
That's what I worked on today. I recently switched back to conventional grip, and that's out the window.
Yeah, it feels so foreign.
I'm like the guy that changes faces. I'm just a new face. Yeah. So today I was working on a good solid connection with my hands and the putter grip. Joe's having some issues. God, this 200. 244 episodes in, and this is like the worst produced one ever.
No joke. For the last 3 minutes.
That was perfect.
For the last 3 minutes, he's been going slow-mo.
8-bit Joe. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, I'm so glad this isn't on YouTube. I may just have to put a memo out there. No video this week. None. You guys are. I didn't realize Dan putted left hand low. Too many trannies at Bandon. That's from the golf homie. You pounding transfusions.
Too many trannies at Bandon. That's funny. But yeah, man, I've been left hand low I switched my freshman year of high school. 8th grade to freshman year of high school is when I started doing left hand low. So fuck, I'm 30 years.
Wow,
30
you've been
years,
doing it a long time. Yeah, I switched last year just
30.
basically because I was watching you.
I can't even grip it conventional anymore. It just feels so foreign.
It does. It feels. I watched Sean Rowe had a video where he was talking about find your dominant hand, and that'll help you decide if you should putt, left hand low or conventional. And I was like, wow, my right hand is very dominant. Okay, so let's go back to conventional and see what happens. And yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm going back to left hand low, and so right now there's an ensuing battle between the TaylorMade GT Spider Max, GT Max, and the Olsen long neck, which right now the Olsen long neck is winning.
Why don't you go get one of those Fang putters like Trey has? I know you like them.
I do like them. I like the number 7, the Odyssey number 7, but I'm kind of anal because I want that flange line in the back. I don't want the curved one. I want it flat. That curved back line just looks weird. But the problem is that the Odyssey heads are small. It's a tiny head.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, if I could find a straight flange back end Odyssey 7 with a milled face, I'd be all over it. All over it.
Hey, the new Toulon putters.
I can't do the Toulon face.
No, the new ones. The new ones are a little different. They're going to come out with.
It's got to have the milled face. I don't like that Toulon milling. It's just, it feels so funky for me.
Yeah, no lab putters in this group, but we talk about them all the time.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
They feel, I've tried it a couple times. They feel pretty good. I just can't look at it.
They do. Feel
and even, I mean, Daniel Higdon, he had the Blade lab putter, and there's just a lot going on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on.
It's not a simple putter.
No, and I want something simple. And Joe, should we just give you the rest of the night off?
Hey, welcome back.
Jeez.
You're pulling a Jeremy.
Live from
I
downtown.
went to my car to get my charger out of my car. I ordered some on Amazon though. I think this is just cables just giving out. Because nothing else makes really sense to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's life.
That's long.
All right, so what were we talking? Oh, yeah, you missed all my putting
I've
woes,
heard
so you
them
don't
many times, so I don't need to.
Yeah,
we don't need to
many
recap
times,
that.
many times.
As erratic as you are mentally.
And then oh yeah, that's a perfect time for that. Where is that one? Oh, I don't know. It's in here somewhere.
Spaceships.
You should just not
As erratic as you are mentally.
Well,
Yes.
We just play that on repeat.
You should just not put a putter in your bag.
Yeah, just putt with a wedge like
Just
Trey.
leave the putter. Just try it
putt
out
with a wedge.
Just
You know what? I guarantee you, had I putted with a wedge on Saturday, I would have had less than 40 putts. I can guarantee that because I would not have cared at all. That's what I need. I need to not care with my putter. Period.
Yeah. Well, you need to just not care at all.
No.
I mean, care.
Well,
you gotta care a little bit. But
I can't do that. I can't go out there and just do nothing.
Uh-oh.
I gotta have some.
Oh shit.
oh no,
Oh,
JP,
shit.
don't start JP.
JP, January is a special month.
Oh, this guy. The golf homies in the chat.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know. We
Oh.
talked about it while you were
Finagling.
indisposed.
Well, shout out the golf homie. Thanks for tuning in. Ban Diego, January. We must go.
I'll be there in August. That's
JP,
all
you
I
got to
got.
listen to last week's episode where I redid the Jeopardy song into a banded song.
I need to make that a soundbite.
Yeah.
That's something. Since this is going to take
Yeah.
16 hours to edit this one, I made set some time aside for that.
Oh, you heard it. We could speak in golf trips. I think me, Dan, Julian, and Trey start going to do an annual early January trip for our birthdays because we all fall in the same time. So we don't know where to go currently, but that's always an option.
Always.
Stay at the Lamplighter, sound like a fucking semi's coming through the wall, like go get some
Get
Ruby
tacos at
Joel's.
Wilson's.
Some smoked meats, tacos.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Harry's playing with Zach Blair and Satoshi Kodaira. When
That
is
course
this?
looks incredible, by the way. I was watching some of it today. Wow.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
time is that going to be on here?
Is it at the same course that they had it like 3 years ago or 4 years ago before they brought it back to Vegas?
Chiba?
Is that what it was? Chiba?
Yeah. Did you
Smoke
see that
Chiba,
video
Chiba,
of
Chiba.
the Gala where he was like short of the green and he just fucking hit it to the back of the green and it spun all the way back to the hole? That was dope.
Did not.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was amazing. It'll
This
be.
is a pretty good field.
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
really good field. It usually is. Especially when Tiger was there a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's a great course.
There must have been a good Vegas charter because Taylor Montgomery's there, Garrett Cago's there, Harry's
It was
there.
interesting to see a lot of the guys that were playing
Eric
like,
Cole
hey,
was
yeah,
there.
Vegas, and then they're
Hojgaard and
just jumped on a
Hosler.
plane,
Suh.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Dude,
direct
so
flight.
Justin Suh, I posted the pics on the CDP stories. Oh my God, is that guy flexible? Holy crap. He's got his release, and then the club is all the way through, and his back trail foot is still on the ground. It is unreal. I posted that, and so many people commented, my back hurts just looking at that.
Yeah, he gets in crazy positions.
Crazy positions.
And he rips it
lot-
for a little guy.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Little guy, there's TV. I swear it makes everybody look so tall because even everybody was saying that about Matty G. He's like he looks so much bigger on
he
TV.
Does.
But Justin Suh is not a big man at all, but he's got freaking enormous legs, so strong, and how he stays through that ball is absolutely insane.
Your boy Kitayama is the same way.
Oh, he
Yeah.
can bend, he can squat a
He's
bus.
not very big. He's got big legs, and dude can just crank it.
Bio. Let's see if they show. Yeah, 5'9", 165 is Justin Suh.
Hey, Minwoo Lee went out there recently, right? What tour was that on? But the only thing I bring it up is because I saw him and Kurt Kitayama out there, like they were at a table. Like, it's funny how there's like cliques born, like Kurt Kitayama and like Minwoo Lee are probably homies, and like everybody that comes up together becomes like homies because they're trying to figure it out themselves. But Minwoo Lee was out there, and I think it was the Asian tour. He just won this past weekend. He was going low, and I saw someone hit him up, and because he had the course record, but they were playing improved lies. So he's like, you were playing improved lies, so it doesn't count. And he's like, I'm still counting it. Just let Minwoo cook, man.
Oh yeah, that was the one in Macau. I did have that on it. I woke up in the middle of the night
Yeah,
and that was
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he won that. He won that joint.
Nice.
Wow, Zach Blair is 5'6".
Yeah,
No,
he's
he
not
was
big.
tiny. We saw him out there at Shriners. He's a little guy.
Yeah, that's what I was going through here,
And
looking at some of the players that we saw that I was
16 was
kind of
sick.
surprised.
The Russian gave him a number and just dialed it.
Mm-hmm. He's not a big man, but he walks a big game. Like he doesn't lack confidence at all.
Mm.
Yeah, Harry's 6'4".
He is a
and
unit.
I swear he's 6'6". He is good.
How tall is he?
6'4".
In person, he looks 7'4", though. He looks a full foot taller than he actually is on the number.
Kitayama's 5'7".
Harry's a big dude, man. It's crazy, like standing next to Harry Hall and just being like, yeah, that's Harry Hall. He's a unit, man. But he's what a good dude, man. What a really nice guy.
All right, so Zozo, Joe, you got the you need some time to get the odds up.
Yeah, give me a second.
We're almost an hour into this disgraceful episode. It's like I think I'm just gonna run white noise for an hour.
Hey, one thing I did figure out when we went to San Diego is that Trey sleeps the white noise. Did you guys know this? Well,
I never slept with
Trey.
Well, I was on the floor trying to find the mattress, and I ended up sleeping with like a hoodie as a pillow, and then like a t-shirt as a blanket.
What were you doing on the floor?
Well, I was drinking, and Trey
Whiskey
went to bed
Joe.
early, and I couldn't find the mattress because I didn't want to turn the light on and wake up Trey when we were in San Diego. So I just went old school and just bundled up a hoodie as a pillow, and where they're
Couldn't
playing
find the
golf.
mattress.
It's
Like
a
it
long
wasn't in the
story.
room or what?
It was
Oh
up
my-
against the wall, but I was feeling the wall because I pushed it up against the wall earlier, and then there's a whole story. But Brent stole my mattress from the.
How are we just now hearing
Yeah, it's a
about
whole
this?
thing.
It's a whole thing.
So did you wake up and go, "Oh shit, it was right there"?
Yeah, it
touched
was
it.
right there. It was right there.
I was leaning
and
up
Trey
against
was like,
it
"How
the
did you
whole
not
night."
find that?" Because I wasn't trying to wake you up so you could sleep, Trey. I was just looking out for the homie. He needed his beauty rest.
Oh, dude, yeah. Roles reversed. Just turn the light on
No.
and find the bed. I'll
I
go
ain't
right
gonna
back
do
to
that
sleep.
to you. If you're sleeping, sleep is crucial to your health and your beauty and your repair of your muscles. I'm not gonna do that to you, and I would expect the same.
Mm.
So I slept with a hoodie as a pillow and a t-shirt as a blanket.
I'm turning the light on. Sorry.
Yeah, buddy. If you're on the floor and there's a mattress right next to you, I'm going to be like, Joe, wake up and get on the mattress, dog.
Dude, and the carpet was like the thinnest
my-
shit ever.
It's like
You know that,
outdoor,
like-
indoor, outdoor
Yeah.
carpet.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like that
Uh,
thin ass fucking. Yeah, I felt the cement. I slept on cement
Man.
with some fur, cement fur. I slept on that. Hey,
Qualcomm.
but you know what? I
AstroTurf.
woke up the next day and I played Goat Hill and I enjoyed myself. So, golf more soul than a sock with a hole. Let's go. Let me pull up these odds.
Yeah, please do.
It's gonna take me a minute so you can talk.
Did you guys see the?
Nah.
Did you see the field for Hero?
No, they have
Yeah,
that out
Tiger,
already.
I guess said something or released some of the players that are in the field. And there's a
Ooh.
spot reserved open. So they're thinking.
Ooh, you know what that means? Charlie.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Tiger. Also, our rumor is that's the return of the Z-Man, Willie Z.
About time. I bet he would have played better on the Ryder Cup team than some of those guys.
I don't have it. It's not on William Hill yet, FYI. Those are the championship odds.
Oh, well, it's
Hey, what do you think if
PGAtour.com.
What if Tiger did make a sponsors exemption and put Charlie in?
Should do it.
That would be so cool.
Why not? Why not? So, is there a player that's not a professional golfer? Or let's rephrase that. Is there an athlete that's not a professional golfer that if you found out was a guest, got a sponsor's exemption to play in the Shriners? Oh, I'm going. Who would that be? Yeah, just a celebrity, an athlete, somebody world famous, on a global scale.
The only people I could think of is like Jerry Seinfeld, Larry David, maybe Will Ferrell.
Oh, you get that at Pebble Beach.
But we don't get that in Las Vegas. I don't think there's anybody that would literally bring me out there out of my slumber or something to go out there.
No.
Maybe like the owner of Taco Man Grill or something.
The owner of Din Tai Fung.
Yes. Mr. Din.
Mr. Din.
Mr. Din Tai.
So let's say Michael Jordan, let's say Michael Jordan was a +2. Or +4. Let's say he's really good. Would you go watch him?
I think I would go and try. I wouldn't go out of my way though. I don't think.
Don't like Jordan.
I'm not trying to be Kobe? Like, yo, hey,
rest in peace.
Let's get a time at Grove 23. I might just try and find a way to do that.
Yeah. Hey, and then fly on out to Cypress while you're at it too. Yeah. Pine Valley, you heard of that place?
I don't think there's many out there that I would like travel for. Like even if Tiger was out there, if I wasn't like if I was unable to even go out there in the first place, like I don't think I would be like, okay, cancel everything, I have to go. Because I think that's the question. You know what I mean?
If Dan Hodges played,
yes.
I would go.
Dan Hodges was in the field. I would sick days.
I would call in sick.
You guys are awesome. Sick.
Well, one of us would be on the bag.
We could dress up like electricians. So. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Oh, how about the 8 guys that all laid together in one in front of the other?
Geez.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
What the fuck was that?
Balls to butts.
Since we're going off script and just crazy shit, yeah. Some guys were doing like the centipede, and it was.
Yeah. Matt was like, if you ever ask me to do that,
weird
then
shit.
We're not friends anymore. I was like, you do not have to worry about us asking you to do that.
I mean, that's cool because, they were all friends, but it was just kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, like if there was like a ESPN camera there and you were really trying to get on TV, like maybe like if there was like you were wearing a VGN shirt and I was wearing a Hitting Green shirt and then someone was wearing a breakfast ball shirt, like trying to get like promotion and and there's a camera right there in our face. Maybe. But
no,
I'm just saying.
Not happening. Not happening. All right. So, according to the PGA Tour.com website, they have.
So, yep.
Oh, you do?
So,
okay.
Favorite Xander 8-1, Colin Morikawa 10-1, Hideki, Ricky Fowler, Sung Jae 16-1, Sahith Theegala 18-1, Cam Davis, Keegan Bradley, Minwoo Lee 20-1, Adam Scott, Eric Cole 25-1, Adam Shank 33-1, Bo Hostler 35-1, Adam Svensson, Alexander Noren, JJ Spawn, KH Lee, Nikolaj Hoogengardens 40-1, Aaron Rai, double gloving 45-1, along with Cameron Champ. Tom Hoagie, we saw him out there. He probably eats a few hoagies. Joel Damon 60-1, Mark Hubbard 66-1, Dylan Wu 80-1, Mackenzie Hughes 100-1, Zach Blair 150-1. At the bottom, what MGM has is Japanese names 500-1.
a gaggle of them. And Trevor Werbelow, who, by the way, played with Lexi Thompson and played really well.
Yeah, I was thinking that when we were
Harry's
when we were
150 to
following
1
them, like,
also.
what do you think it felt like for the players that she was paired with? Like, do you think it's probably beneficial, right? Like more people following you probably would benefit you in the long run.
I mean, it hypes you up some, I'm
Yeah, but
sure. You know, at that
does it
level.
make you nervous? Or I think it would probably help you like to understand like your feelings and what it feels like to be followed. Like, I think that
Yeah.
could have been beneficial to them.
So, you know how you always see the club champion videos where the guys are in the fairway and they hit it into the green and there's the whole club is back on the hill they're
Yeah.
watching. I want that to happen at King of the Green because, we got food for this one. So everybody can grab some food and get yourself a drink and hang out. And I would love to see, a crowd around the last match. I think that would be an absolute blast. So that's what I'm aiming for. Wow, crickets! Just crickets.
I would love for that. My shit was muted. I would love for that, but it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long night. Well, not for the people who lose in the first round. It's gonna be a short night for them. That's why I'm hoping they stick around, enticed with a little food, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I got nothing else.
Store picks.
Goodbye.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
do you want to do picks? All right, I don't even care.
Jeez.
It's just a bad episode. I'm so sorry. Dan gets a brand new camera. Everybody can see his glistening face, and Joe just phoned it in so poorly.
I think this is what makes things great.
After that epic week last week, where more people tuned in this week probably than ever before, just to hear drunk Joe.
Yeah, I brought the crowd. I'm Lexi Thompson over here. What's up?
What's up, bitch?
No, I think it's great to highlight that everybody's human. Everybody makes mistake, especially in podcasts and on the golf course. Just like Matt 3 putts every hole at Boulder Muni
on the golf course.
It
not every, just a bunch of them.
It happens. We're all human, and cables go bad, and cameras suck, and technology can shit the bed, and but we are still recording a podcast for you to listen to, so you can count on that every single week, even if your Roberto's that's closest to your house closes at 9 on some particular night. And you didn't expect it because you were going to go buy a bean and cheese at 9:30. Like it happens.
Google map it and go find the 24-hour one, right?
Do you think we could get a Roberto sponsorship?
That would
realistically.
We need to get something because this shit is taking up way too much of my time to be doing it for nothing.
Roberto's would be great.
Shit, I'll take one of those.
Yeah,
we'll take a Tina's
60-year anniversary.
We'll take a Tina's frozen bean and cheese burrito sponsorship at this point. At your local Walmart frozen section.
Not as good, but we would tout them
gladly.
Yeah,
Goya, where you at?
So
Goya?
Dan, I'm going to give you the honors because you kind of pulled Eric Cole out of left field last week. Well, he's been playing well, but just solid pick. So I'll let you have the honors and take the first pick.
Fuck, cut me off guard. Let me take. You know what? I'm going to go with the local boy. Let me get Hideki.
16-1.
Oh, the local Japan boy.
Knows all about them Kit Kats.
I think I am going to go with Joe's thoughts and take Min Woo Lee.
Whose turn is it?
Who did you have last week?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
I'm going to take the man on the other side of the sea of Japan. I just forgot his name. Sung J M. Sorry. Oh my god.
16-1.
Sung J.
We should have known. You've only taken him 400 times.
Yeah, it has been like a year though, so
it has been a while.
I'm just gonna go because I saw that video of Sahith just doing that ulti spinner from the front. I'm just gonna go Sahith Theegala, 18-1.
We basically just picked like the top 4 players in the odds.
We did pick like
Yeah,
4
not,
out of the
not bad.
top 20. For sure.
Yeah, Matsuyama, Theegala, Minwoo.
We haven't seen Hideki in a while, right? When's the last time we saw Hideki?
Yeah, he got injured, I think.
He
can't
got injured in
remember.
the playoffs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Sungjae even in this, Joe?
Yeah, he
He's
is.
listed. He's
Yeah, he's
listed on
in
MGM bets. So
Oh, there he. Oh, yeah. He's 14-1. Yeah, yeah. We did take the top.
Yeah.
It's some great, insightful
Hey,
information
well,
for you. Go with the front.
we always
runners for
say,
this
like,
one.
we're in the FedEx Cup fall, and there's anybody that can win this is in the field. Like, anybody can win. Obviously, we are not professionals at picking, but there's some gems out there. If you dig deep, you might be able to find one.
Yeah. So it was.
I feel like anybody in
I
like
don't
the
even
top like
forget how I was
50
gonna say it.
players could actually like literally win this. That's the thing. It's like a crapshoot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the top 50 in the FedEx Cup at the end of the year, they're fine. They're good. They're in all the signature events. The top 50 from the FedEx Cup playoffs, full field, and signature events. And so the next 10 on the FedEx Fall points list qualify for the AT&T Pebble Beach and the Genesis. So definitely beneficial to be in the 51 through 60. And then 61 through 125, they retain their tour cards. So they got full status. And this is why players like Abear are playing in Jackson,
Obear.
Mississippi, and Vegas. That's
You
what I
said
said.
Abear.
Abear. Abear,
The
Obear,
Bear.
whatever. The Bear. That's why he's playing in these events, because he doesn't have a card or status next year because he's been playing on sponsored exemption since. Well, I don't know, because he does have some status because of PGA Tour U. I just don't know if it's full status, but that is one of the reasons you're seeing him playing these events.
I think it's interesting because it's like this is like taking out like the Corn Ferry, like kind of like people are grinding to get on tour currently.
Yeah, Ryan Moore is sitting at 149.
Which he played well this
Let's
past
see,
weekend,
last
too.
week, this week, 139. So he's at 139. So he's 14 spots away from getting his card
Shout
back.
out True
so,
Linkswear.
He's got 3 more. Yeah. Scott Piercy's at 134. Jimmy Walker's at 129. Cameron Champ's at 127. Anybody else on here? That's Will Zalatoris is 147. He's not going to play. He's got medicals. So, and then the top 50, those are the guys that have status, and then the other guys got to go to Corn Ferry. So I like it. It's kind of like a playoff before the playoffs.
Yeah, it's interesting.
the
I
season.
think. Yeah, I
Play
think
your
it's
way
going to
in.
be like if it comes down to the wire at the end of the fall. I think it's going to get kind of interesting towards the end of the fall season. Like if there's a few players that are like out of it, I think it could help like make it a little more interesting. Because we typically don't get
Absolutely.
It's not super exciting during the fall usually anyway. So
Yeah, Aberg is 96 right now, so he is in a spot to keep, have full status. But had he not played in these events, he wouldn't. So, quite interesting. All right, Joe, wrap this, whatever you want to call this.
Thanks for tuning in to the most
episode up.
discombobulated Chasing Daylight podcast ever. Matt has his handful tomorrow editing this thing because I didn't have a good cable in my sound interface. But it is what it is.
YouTube
Everybody's
didn't
human.
work.
If you enjoy playing golf like we do, I'm getting to play golf this weekend. I'm excited. It's been like almost 4 weeks. So enjoy yourself. Play with your friends. Play with your family. Listen to with this friends and your family. And the most discombobulated ever outro in Chasing Daylight history. We appreciate you listening. We'll see you next week. Until then, later.